What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Anime Specialist. So, it was an okay episode of Black Clover. There was a lot of unnecessary dialogue, but we still learned some things. One of the things that we learned is that Langris Vode, Finral's little brother, is Golden Dawn vice captain. It wasn't really a surprise because I think at the Water Temple arc in one of Finral's flashback, we saw that Langris was kind of a prospect of his family. He was the more talented one, so it wasn't really a surprise. We saw his face before. But man, I got to say it, bruh. He's kind of a dick. I know he's a noble, so he thinks he's better than anyone, but he was going to kill some civilians even though he's a magic knight. You know, I know that his magic is pretty powerful and it's pretty cool, but he doesn't care about nobody except for himself and the nobles. So it isn't the first time that we saw someone like that in the Black Clover, but man, I hate these kind of characters. Hopefully one day Finral can teach him a lesson. I don't know how he could beat him because Finral's magic is more of an assist type magic, but yeah man, I hate his character already. I hope that surpass him not too long from now, because has become really strong. He's already he already wants to become the Golden Dawn captain before being the Magic King. So I hope he beats Langris ass one day. Anyway, Charmy, Finral, and Asta beat the final Shining General that came to invade Clover Kingdom. There were 3 of them. Now the 3 of them are defeated, and I'm kind of bummed out that they were that weak. I know that they're not the strongest of the 8 Shining General, but they were pretty weak. Asta beat him basically with 1 hit, even though he was injured by Langris. But the other Shining Generals, one of them was beat by and the other one was beaten easily by Vengeance. So these 3 was pretty weak. I know it's only 3 out of 8 Shining Generals, but I was disappointed by their power level. But one of the things that I like the most is how they beat the Shining General. Obviously the Black Bulls, since I think the Water Temple arc, they've been working together, teaming up together to beat an enemy, and I love their teamwork even in this episode. Even though it was a little simple, Charmy, Finral, and Asta working together to beat one enemy was great. I love their teamwork. We don't see that with the other squads. We don't see the other squad as often, but we don't see the Golden Dawn really working together. They go basically one-on-one. But yeah, that's one of the things that I like about the Black Bulls. But when we started watching the episode, that's not what we were waiting for. The thing that we really wanted to know was what was happening between Vengeance and Yami, and now we finally know who is the face behind the mask. And it wasn't Lich. First of all, they don't have the same eye color. Second of all, Vengeance has a big scar on his face. It looked like his face is burnt, so it's definitely not Lich. But I still suspect that there's something wrong about Vengeance. I don't know, man. I really don't trust him. I know that he's had a bad childhood, so that's maybe why I think maybe he will become a villain. But yeah, he was a illegitimate child. He was beaten by his foster mother. He had a horrible childhood. The only one that accepted him like he was the Magic Knight King. But there's something wrong, man. I really don't trust him right now. Maybe I'm just tripping because I watched a lot of anime, but I really don't trust him right now. Maybe he'll do something in the future that will make me trust him, but for now I'll keep an eye on him because, like I said, I don't trust him. I'll do a video on it because he's a pretty interesting character in the story right now, so we'll see. One last thing about William, his car, I really don't believe that he's born with it. Something might have happened to him for him to get this car, because him being born with this is pretty scary, bro. He said that people called him a cursed child, and he is a illegitimate child. So I don't know, man. 2 episodes ago, I think we learned that there was 8 shining generals, and now 3 of them are defeated by the Golden Dawn. Now there's the other 5 that we haven't seen yet. One of them, I think, is Mars. If he's a shining general right now, it's mean that he became a lot stronger than he was when Asta and Yuno defeated him. But these shining generals basically said that the 3 generals that got defeated were the old generation. So these 5 shining generals might be really overpowered compared to the other ones. I'm hype about that because I was disappointed with the power level of these 3 shining generals. We know that Mars is pretty powerful compared to Asa and Yuno. We don't know how powerful he got from this battle, but I'm hyped to see Mars again. Obviously, in the opening, we saw that he will be an important part, I think, of this next arc. But yeah, man, I don't know if next week's episode will be that important. It looks like by the next week's episode preview, it will be more of a relaxed episode. We'll see the Black Bulls. We saw Yami talking with the other Black Bulls. I don't know if we'll see the rest of the Shining Generals in this next week's episode, but hopefully we'll see them soon. I really don't know what to expect to this arc yet. I've heard a lot of it. I've heard it's really good, but I don't really know what to expect from it right now. But yeah, man, it was an okay episode of Black Clover. Hopefully, it will be a better episode next week. I do Black Clover reviews every Tuesday, so subscribe, like, and share. I do other anime related things. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.